Hi, and welcome to the Wayne County Probate Court. This video will guide you in filling out Form PC 590, Sworn Closing Statement for a Summary Proceedings of a Small Estate. Before we get started, this video is not legal advice. It is for informational purposes only. If you have questions specific to your situation, you need to seek legal advice. So let's retrieve the form. First, we'll go to the Wayne County Probate Court website, www.wcpc.us. And when you get there, in the upper middle, you'll see probate information. Click on that. Then on the left, you'll see how to administer a Wayne County probate case. You'll see the various case types. This form relates to a decedent's estate. And if you click on the training for newly appointed personal representative, it will bring up a PDF with a lot of great information about administering a decedent's estate. But I'm going to search for the form. And when you do, you see the reference to PC 590. If you do an internet search for that form, one of the first links that comes up is the courts.michigan.gov website. This is the Supreme Court of Michigan's website. You need to look for courts.michigan.gov, and once you've confirmed the link is from that website, when you click on it, it brings up the form. Now, I have an annotated form that we'll use to help walk through the form. So on the upper left, where it says county, you'll put Wayne. Then you'll see the middle title of the form. On the right, case number. You need to reference your court documents and retrieve the case number and insert it here, as well as the judge. These are just examples. You need to fill in the information from your case. Then you'll do the court address, the court telephone number, in the matter of. This is the decedent's name. Then you must read this form in its entirety and make sure that everything the form says is true for your case. So number one, I am the personal representative, and upon filing this sworn closing statement with the court, the estate will be closed without a hearing. Number two, the interested persons, addresses, and their representatives are identical to those appearing on the initial application or petition, except as follows. You'll need to reference who the interested parties were on the initial application or petition, and if those people have a different address, any one of them, you need to indicate that in number two. Number three, the estate is not under supervised administration, and I have been prohibited by court order from filing this statement. Excuse me, I have not been prohibited by court order from filing this statement. If that's true, you can continue. Number four, to the best of my knowledge, the value of the entire estate, less liens and encumbrances, did not exceed administration costs and expenses, reasonable funeral and burial expenses, homestead allowance, family allowance, exempt property, and the reasonable and necessary medical and hospital expenses of the decedent's last illness. The value of the estate is shown on the inventory that I sent to all interested persons. Number five, I fully administered the estate by dispersing and distributing it to the persons entitled to it. After all, the personal representative is required to transfer assets from the estate to those who are entitled to receive it. So if you haven't done that yet, you cannot sign this form. Number six, I delivered a copy of this sworn closing statement to the distributees of the estate and to all creditors or other claimants and demandants, of whom I am aware, whose claims are neither barred nor paid. I furnished a full written accounting of the estate administration to the distributees whose interests are affected. So you need to deliver this closing sworn statement to the distributees, that is, those who are entitled to receive property from the estate, as well as creditors and demandants, people demanding payment. And you also need to furnish a written account of the estate administration, meaning the income and expenses the estate incurred during the administration. If you haven't done that, then you must do so before you fill out this form and submit it to the court. Finally, I declare under penalties of perjury that this sworn closing statement summary proceeding has been examined by me and that its contents are true to the best of my information, knowledge, and belief. So you, again, if that's true, you can sign it, write your name, address, city, state, and zip, and telephone number. If there is an attorney involved, they must sign as well and fill in their information. There's a notice to interested persons. And then finally, you'll see a reference to the Michigan statute, MCL, and Michigan Court Rule, MCR. You need to read these sections. You can highlight and do an internet search. And you'll want to make sure that the website says legislature.mi.gov. That is the Michigan Legislature's website. Once you confirm that and you click on the link, it brings you to the relevant statute section. You must read that section. And then there's a Michigan Court Rules 5.311. You can highlight that and do an internet search. Now, casetext.com often comes up. However, the preference would be to use the Supreme Court's website, which is courts.michigan.gov. Once you confirm that that is the link, you can click that, and it brings you to the probate code for the Michigan Court Rules. You can do 5.311. You can do a search. And here it is, it brings you up to the rule. So that is how you fill out the form and reference the applicable statutes and court rules. We put this together at the Wayne County Probate Court because we care. Have a great day.